Let's clear up some issues with Maxx Crosby's knee and his sepsis and words of life threatening this past season that he played through. This is Dr. David Chow, Pro Football Doc, Sports Injury Central. Yes, I'm a longtime San Diego Chargers team doctor. I am not hating on the Raiders. If anything, I'm here to laud what Mad Max did playing through his knee, but clear up some misconceptions. It is very difficult to play through what he said 16 games with the bursitis. Once the bursa swells, it's the joint lining on top of the knee. It's not the knee joint itself, but once it swells, it's very difficult to get rid of during a football season. It becomes recurrent again and again. I've taken care of several NFL athletes with this problem, and when you get it early season, it is a bear to manage, especially when you play D-end and as rough and tumble as Maxx Crosby is. So it is absolutely heroic that he played all 17 games last season. It is absolutely heroic that he had this sepsis in his body, which is circulating inflammation from an inflamed / bursted, broken, infected bursa in November. Absolutely heroic. IV antibiotics, and yet he still played. But let's be clear about a couple of things. This was not septic arthritis. Septic arthritis is an infection of the joint itself. This was septic bursitis, the joint lining on top. The joint lining on top is where the knee and skin, the kneecap and skin don't stick. It's kind of like the loose skin on a Shar-Pei to allow for the flexion. And there's a bursal lining sac underneath. And with that, those are very painful, but it doesn't affect function. When they're infected, it's a problem, and it's IV antibiotics, and he did have surgery, and he played that next week, so hats off to him completely. But I don't believe it was life-threatening, and I've seen the other reports from others that said it was a septic arthritis. I don't believe that was the case at all, because that is career-threatening in terms of washing out the knee joint, and if the infection is in the knee joint, it can damage cartilage. So let's call a spade. Mad Max, Maxx Crosby, heroic in playing through the season. All 17 games, not missing any. Good job by the Raiders medical staff. Very tough to manage knee bursitis, especially when it becomes septic. Yes, antibiotics, and without antibiotics, it could become life-threatening. But let's not go overboard and say it was septic arthritis of the joint. And let's not go overboard and say life-threatening. But absolute huge kudos for playing through a very, very big problem in terms of management. And congratulations to the Raiders and Maxx Crosby and all the sacks he got this season. And the best news of all is the offseason will heal this problem, and he should not have a problem in 2024 under his new full-time head coach and new GM. Thanks for watching SICScore.com.